Yeah. Whoa. Yo, it's the action, it's the passion, you feel that heat. Right on the mic, bringing the fire, it's time to compete. In Manitoba, where the table set like a throne. Live streams buzzing, the audience in the zone. Competitive billiards, pockets drop like beats. Crews breaking like dreams, yeah, we bringing the heat. Stick in hand, 8-4, feel the weight, it's a dance. Every shot's a statement, best believe there's no chance. I'm calling the plays, rides here with the flair. So sit back, relax, you ain't going anywhere. Sink or swim, every player's taking the aim. This is the highlight of the day, it's a pool player's game. Sharp and focused, feel the sweat on your brow. Get ready for the magic, here's the action right now. Cue the heat, we play like kings. Live streaming, thrill, see what passion brings. From Manitoba, made in your face, take a shot. Rise, commentating, feeling hot on the spot. We got angles, we got skills, it's the highlight of the day. Billiards magic, watch them all sway. Best live streams in Canada, feel the rush, feel the flare. Rise here for the love, are you ready for the air? In the booth I'm sharing every player's mindset. From the break to the bank, every shot's a threat. Crowds in the frenzy, they can't get enough. Billiards in Manitoba, we're calling that bluff. Sweat drips from the forehead, focused eyes, heartbeats. Each move precise, this ain't for the weak. Rod's got the knowledge, this ain't just a show. With every single pocket you feel the glow.
Feeling that competition, vibing with the crew. Shining brighter, cue and chalk, that's how we do. A passion that ignites in the thrill of the game. Taking over the day like we owning the fame. Cue the heat, we play like kings. Live streaming, thrill, see what passion brings. From Manitoba, made in your face, take a shot. Rides, commentating, feeling hot on the spot. We got angles, we got skills, it's the highlight of the day. Billiards magic, watch them all sway. Best live streams in Canada, feel the rush, feel the flare. Rising for the love, are you ready for the air? Are you ready for the air?
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Arriagada coming to you live from Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation. We're here today for the 2026 Sioux Valley Dakota Nation 8-ball tournament. It is day 2, a 3-day event. Yesterday we started with the singles. Today we continue with the singles. We're into the elimination rounds. And yeah, it's championship day for the singles. And then we have the team event starting around 4 o'clock today as well. So lots of good action. It is day 2. Let's get into it. We're starting off here with a ladies match. It's a showdown between Elise Cameron and DIONE WALZ. Race to 3. Short race on a B-side final. That's Elise Cameron at the table. She just made that stripe into the pocket. It's got the shape for the 8-ball. Looking good to take that first game. She'll definitely strike first in that match. It's 1-0. And DIONE WALZ is going to be breaking next here on rack number 2. And there's the break for rack number 2. Oh, I gotta do one more thing here. I forgot. Just about to switch up, but I haven't set this up yet. No, that's just warming up, right?
Wait, yeah.
All right, so when we're looking at this table here, when it comes to the stripes, most of it is okay. There's just that 15 and 14 that are in a weird spot. I gotta look at the side view here. So it looks like the 14 goes to the corner. The 15 maybe, I can't tell because it's close to that 3 ball. If both those balls go, then everything is kind of tic-tac-toe in that area instead of having to break everything out. Got a nice little angle here, but the fortunate thing is that the 8-ball's in the way, so she can't really do a whole lot with that angle. If the 8-ball wasn't there, she can just run into that cluster and open everything up. I don't see a combination possibility here either. I'm thinking myself, like if I was in the situation on the table, I'd probably try to find some sort of safety because there's really no finish at the table. But I mean, if she just nicks that 10 ball, then she could maybe open things up. And she didn't try to open things up. She just played position to that side. So for sure, I know that the 14 went. The angle that she's got here opens up that 15 and 10 ball. But she's got to focus on the shot. So it looks like the A division is about to start here. Oh, she definitely kind of missed in a good way. She's blocked the pocket on the 8-ball, so that's going to give her another chance at the table. And she hasn't left a whole lot of opportunity here. Given that she doesn't have a lot of opportunity either because the layout on the stripes isn't the greatest. But putting that 15 ball where she did kind of gives her a bit of an opportunity depending on the lead that DIONE gives her here. It was supposed to be a safety that played down table, but it hit the horn instead and it came back up. So now Elise has a good angle here to work with. Oh, and I forgot to take this down. I'll leave it up here because she's at the table right now. So with the ball chamber, the idea behind it is where the ball chamber pops up is telling you which player is at the table. And it also shows you what's left on the table. Sometimes, I don't know about for the viewers, but for us streamers, when we look at the balls on the table, depending on the set of balls that they bring to the tournament, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the 2, the 4, and the 8, for example, or the 10 and the 12. So the idea behind the chamber is to clarify that a little bit for you guys when you're watching, to be more in tune with what's going on without having to actually ask what's going on. It's right in front of you. Shooting over the ball here on the 15 is going to be tough. She just has to make the shot and come down clean. That's all she's got to do. But she's reaching over the table, shooting over top of the 8. For you're a right-handed player, this might be okay. Actually, she can actually take that 14 ball or that 10 ball right now. I think I like that better and just take the 10 ball right now because you have a pretty good line on it. And then playing the cue ball off the cushion and back to the middle will give you the shot on the 15. But there's no wrong way about doing this as long as you get the finish. Yeah, see, she's recognizing her. It's a bit uncomfortable. She's looking at the angle like, what if the cue ball came down here? Like, that'd still be okay. So now she's starting to think, well, maybe I'll just take this 10 ball because I got really nice shape on it right now. Process is working here. Don't be stubborn. Oh, man. The 10 ball was the right shot, in my opinion. I mean, this is still okay. You can still make it happen with this 15, but essentially you're going to be looking for both the same shape that you got right now anyway. So why not just take the 10? And you don't have to play with lots of power. Just play it through to the cushion. That's it. It's going to bounce back just enough for that 15 ball. Yeah, there you go. Don't be afraid. See, she was a little bit intimidated by that side pocket. That's why she missed that shot. Gotta know your tangent line. As long as you know your natural tangent line, you can figure out your follow through and your draw tangent line. And then it's all about spins and the tangent lines you create with the spins. But the more you know about that, the better you become as a player. Not bad. A little bit too far for that one ball, but she could have maybe played that one ball into that top right corner from there. Doesn't have a lot of option for a shot right now other than a bank. And safeties are kind of limited too. Kind of all in on the shot because there really is no safety available here with both stripes sitting over the pocket. She's hoping for the best here, but she's left the shot on the 10 ball. And I think the idea there, what she was trying to do, not just bank and leave the shot, but she was actually trying to bank and leave that cue ball against that 6 ball, taking away both the stripes. So the idea was right, but the execution wasn't quite perfect. And that's what she needed there on that one. She needed to play the absolute perfect shot because the bank was one thing, but getting that cue ball to follow forward and to stop right in front of that 6 ball, that was a tough part of that shot. Looks like Elise Cameron's making some quick work out of this here now. Just the 8 ball. And she'll make that 8 ball. She's on the hill. 2-0. It is a race to 3, so she's on the hill right now, and she's breaking for the match. First opportunity to do so. If she was to lose this game and to lose the next one, then she would have the last break as well for the match. They are going to be having some minis today, so if you're in the neighborhood and you want to come down, check out the scene. They're at the Veterans Memorial Hall here in Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation, and $20 minis throughout the afternoon until the team event starts. Got some action going on that break, and she made a ball. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, she did. Yeah. She made the 10 ball. And the 2 ball. When I look at, I guess we gotta look at the side view on this too. But when I look at this table, like I'm not sure if I want to go solids or stripes. It's a bit of a tight table. The solids definitely look playable from this angle. 4 balls in a bad spot. 6 balls okay. It's in a bad spot right now, but once you move that 3 and that 5, it's opened up. 7 ball goes to the side. 1 ball goes to. When you're looking at the stripes, like all you have is the 15 ball. There's really no follow-up after that. So I'm assuming that she's probably going to go with the solids here. Yeah, so she does go with the solids, takes the 5 ball right off the hop. And kind of stuck here now with not too many options. But she does have the 7 to the side. Base was just shy of what she was looking for because she was looking for the shape on the 1. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing because she can take that 3 ball on now, make it, and actually open up that 4 ball. But the problem is that the way the cue ball is going to hit that 13 ball, she may not get much of a follow-up. Oh, and that worked out okay, actually. It's not too bad. Got a nice little bounce off that 13. So now I think I would take that 1 ball and either try to play the shape for the 6 ball or try to open it up. Because the line is there. It's really tight, but the line is there to get onto that 6 ball. It's a perfection shot, though. Oh, and she nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. It's going to be an interesting 4 ball after she makes the 6, because the cue ball is going to push into that 9. That's going to push the cue ball in line where the 6 ball is now, but just above it, leaving her a bit of a back cut on that 4. However, the angle is complementary for the 8 ball shape, so that might actually help her in the long run. Yeah, see, so that's exactly what was going to happen. But because she's got to play the shape on the 8 ball, she's got to put some draw anyway, so some left-hand draw will come in perfect here. Perfect touch. 8 ball is the last ball on the table. Oh, and I forgot to take all this off. I get caught up in the play, man. My bad. There you go. Just the 8 ball left. I don't know why the 9 ball is there because I'm not playing 9 ball. That's going to be the match. 3-0 for Elise Cameron. She will move on to the championship round for a chance at first place. And the other matchup should be starting up now, I'm assuming. Both players were here. Both of them were warming up, so I'm assuming they're ready to get going here. What we'll do in the meantime is we'll first put up a friend's ad. This is a new business. They're just starting out. They're here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And well, not here, but here in Manitoba. And they're looking for clientele, so check them out.
Proof shingles don't last as long as they should. After 10 to 15 years, they start to lose their flexibility and need to be replaced. That's expensive.
Thanks to Roof Rejuvenate, you can extend your roof life expectancy up to 15 years
for a fraction of the cost. Join the thousands of homeowners
that made the right decision. Save money, save your roof. Call Roof Rejuvenate today.
They're located in Manitoba, and that's two pool players, Mike Vatour and Dennis Wong. They're joined up forces to create this business, and they're eager to get started, man. So if you guys are looking for any kind of roof renovations, and give them a shout. I promise you guys won't regret it. Two really good guys. All right, so we're going to go to that table because I have no idea what's going on, man. We're just waiting. We're going to go to, I don't know, here. So these are both tables live. I'm going to find out what's going on with the second match, but before I do that, I'm going to make sure I update the scoreboard. These will be race to 5. Kevin Cardinal. Against DRYDEN WOMBDISKA, but also known as DRYDEN Gauge, so I'm going to go with DRYDEN Gauge. All right, I'm going to find out what's up with this match because they were all here and now it's kind of quiet. I'm wondering why. I'll be right back. All right, so we do have, we're waiting on this player to come back inside. I think he went to a smoke break. And then we have another match coming up on the other table on the left side as well. Okay. So they're going to have the women's championship match on the table on the left of our screen right now. And then the men's B-side final, sorry, on the right. And the women are just warming up. Elise just played her game, so she's good to go, but her opponent is getting ready. If you're looking for the brackets for this event, you can find it on CompuSport under 2026 SVDN 8-ball pool tournament. And SVDN stands for Sioux Valley Dakota Nation. So championship match is a showdown between Lisa McNabb and Elise Cameron. And Elise has to double dip Lisa, which is going to be tough to do because Lisa's a great competitor. What's happening, Johnny Joe? Welcome to the stream on YouTube. How you doing, man? I woke up a little tired today, but I'm feeling it, man. I'm in a mood. Clinton Cavers on Facebook says, way to go, Elise. Timothy Bowen, what's happening, man? Says, do you think they're going to start the team event early? As far as I know, they're starting at 4 o'clock, and they're going to have some minis in between. So I'm assuming it's just going to start at 4 o'clock. Romel Bermuda, how you doing? Says, good morning, Rod. Good morning. How you doing? Everybody else on Facebook world, thank you for tuning in, and YouTube. All right, so it looks like the men's is about to get started here. This is the table for them. I don't think I have any other ads here. Oh, I should have uploaded that too. Yeah, I'm gonna upload that. All right, so here they are. They're getting ready to shake hands and get the match started. All right, so that's Kevin Cardinal rocking the table, getting ready to get going. It is a race to 5 alternate breaks. Rack number 1 of this B-side final, Kevin Cardinal to break. Smash and break. He's going to make a ball to the corner. He's going to have a decent spread at the table. but a bit of a challenging starting point. It's going to call the 5. Does not make it. Table is still open. And it's gotten a little tighter now with that 7 ball rolling up towards that 13 ball. Originally, before that 13 ball landed there, you were thinking solids all the way, but now that 13 ball being there kind of changes the plan a little bit. Makes this a more complicated rack. Oh, I'll start the timer for these guys too. Just a safety shot on that one. DRYDEN try to limit the opportunities at the table. Oh, something happened with the camera again. Hang on a second. He hasn't shot yet, but for some reason this camera was acting up yesterday too. I had to try to figure out why. All right, hopefully that'll be the last time that happens. It started acting up yesterday a little bit too. It would freeze up every now and then it stopped doing it altogether. But camera shouldn't be doing that at all, period. Usually when that kind of stuff happens is a power source that's crossing over, but in this case, there's nothing there. Squeezed in that 9 ball, but he's going to get tight onto that 3. Yeah, he's really stuck here. Because he rolled up into the 3 like he did, I believe he's got no shot on that 13 either. The only thing he can see is the 11 ball. He doesn't really want to move anything in that top right corner until it's time to finish that table. But it looks like he's going to give DRYDEN the opportunity to open things up here. So what he's looking for here is a shot on the 2-ball with a breakout angle on the 6. Just has to bump the 6-ball off the rail because the 1-ball goes. Oh man, he hit it too hard. The 6-ball's tied up. He does have an opportunity here to break it out with the 1-ball, but it's tough. And then those courses across bank with the 1-ball being the support for that shot. Because if you go off the rail off the 1, it's going to go in, but it's a tougher shot. He's looking at both options here. First he looked at the cross back option. Now he's looking at the breakout option with this 1 if he can actually get there. It's going to require a bit of a stun draw follow, which is a bit of a complicated shot to execute, but that's basically what he has to do if he's going to try to do that breakout off the 1. Yeah, see, there was the 1-ball, the support, but it didn't go in. That's the reason he went for the cross bank, because it was kind of there, but it wasn't, as we've seen. So Kevin Cardinal back to the table. Good starting point here, but he still needs to figure out how to break out that 12-ball that's set up to the 6. The ladies' match is just starting up now. They're just getting into that first rack. Lisa McNabb is breaking in the first rack. Opportunity for the breakout here on the 13-ball. Oh, and he got a good breakout, but he didn't get much out of that. He still has an option to make that 15-ball, but where the ball has moved, the 12-ball has now limited what he can do on this table. Making the shot on the 15 is available, but shape is not. You would have to force stroke this with a huge draw, which that's going to make you miss the shot, especially at this angle. So now you got to go back to square one and try to figure out how to survive with a somewhat open table. He's thinking about power drawing this. Problem with it is that he's so close to the pocket that he's got to jack up on it, and when you're jacking up, you're actually adding more deflection to the shot. So if you don't correct it, then you usually come up short on the shot. He's always going to overcut it or undercut it. Just playing smart here, that's all. And he got unfortunate on the kick on the 1-ball because that's left the opportunity here for DRYDEN to steal this first game. Oops, forgot to bring this down too. Got into the match, I was watching everything he was doing. Alright, so DRYDEN will get that first game under his belt. Do you need me to watch? Okay, I'm going to watch a shot. I'll put this up here. And so for you guys to be able to enjoy the match, we'll leave the big table on the right is the men's matchup with the score that's on top of it. And on the top left corner, it's the women's championship match. That's Elise Cameron playing against Lisa McNabb and Elise at the table right now. I'll be right back. I got to go watch the shot. All right, so DRYDEN is working on the second rack right now. Just 3 balls left plus the 8 ball, and he's got a nice little setup here. Angle on the 1, come across for the 3. 5 ball goes past the 12. Should give him an easy setup on the 8 ball also. This is almost too much angle, but he should be okay here. Two 0. Race to 5. And we have Lisa McNabb at the table right now. We'll switch over here quickly. It's a combo. This is the first rack between the ladies. Race to 4. With a possible double dip opportunity if Elise can win the first set. Good try, but she's going to come up short. Switch back. So it looks like Kevin lost the cue ball off the break, and DRYDEN gets a ball in hand behind the line. Table spread out nicely. Just a little bit of work on the table, not a whole lot. But that 11 and 5 is basically the work. The 11 ball rolled up to the 1 ball and is now taking away the shot on the 1, so that's created a complication here. He does have a shot on the 2 ball with an angle to get around for that 7 ball, but I'm not sure what he's going to do for this 1 ball, man. You can almost play for the 1 ball here if you played the top spin, but I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what you can do here. Just take the 2 ball automatically down for the 1 ball. So the way I'm looking at this here, this ball needs to go to this corner. This ball contacts here, so the actual line will be about here, and then that will take the line about here or here, depending on the spin that he puts on it, how thin he hits it. He was going to commit, then he changed his mind. He sees something different here. Now he's looking at the 2 ball again. Yeah, he's even putting the proper spin on it to be able to get the cue ball to go down for the one ball. It's like you don't really have to do that though. You can play a shape for the four ball and then just off the four ball get back down for the one. That works too. And definitely didn't want to move anything on that table. He's gotten a bit fortunate with the fact that the seven ball still goes to the top right corner, but a bit of a rough spot to be in right now. However, he is up right now 2-0 on this matchup, so that gives him a little bit of room for venturing. Might try something different here. Oh, he got the good hit on the one ball and didn't do anything for him, though. Turns the table over to Kevin Cardinal, who's going to have a startup shot on the 9 or the 11 ball. 9 ball being the easier option, of course. Kevin's having a bit of a rough morning here so far. Things just seem to be challenging him at the table. That's a good shot there, though. It's got a good angle here as well on the 11 ball. I don't think you really need to break into this. You can just play shape for it, make it in the same pocket as the 11. He's looking to see if it goes to the right side middle also. Ideally here for him, he just wants to play this through. Too much pace. He's going to have a shot though. It's definitely a makeable shot too, just short of the scratch. He's going to make a beautiful shot. Gets absolutely nothing on the 8 ball, but you can see a back cut. Used that 7 ball as clutch to hold on for that cue ball not to scratch, and he was successful. 2-1 is the score. Really nice shot here. Just missed the scratch. Now there's a big table here for the ladies. This is McNabb just turned the table over to Elise Cameron. I believe this might still be the first rack. I'll take a look here on the bracket. Yeah, it shows us 0-0 right now. Yeah, nothing's been updated on that yet. Leon Hool, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Says good morning, Rod. Kathy Secrets, how you doing? She says hi, y'all, from Kissimmee, Florida. Welcome to the stream, Kathy. Switch back to the men's A division B final. Big break on that one. Dryden gets a chance to get going. Score is currently 2-1 and a race to 5 for these guys. Dryden in the lead. Hey, how you doing, man? Seen you here yesterday. I was gonna come say hi, and then you weren't gone already.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you. I was watching.
Oh,
It kept going on.
really? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, man. Like, it was freezing up a little bit. It froze up today again once. I don't know why.
All of a sudden, gone.
Yeah. Hopefully everything will be better today.
Yeah.
Who are you playing with? You're not playing in the teams?
Well, these couple of guys asked me, but they already have a full team.
Oh, yeah.
Just a date. I did bring my fuel, so.
You could always use mine if you want to, man. I got
No, I
mine.
brought my own.
Yeah.
No, I brought him for a single there.
Oh, yeah. He's starting to play better, man. He's starting to play better. He's starting to mature. Oh, you bought him a 9-foot? Yeah, that's going to make a difference. Oh, really? Makes a huge difference, man. Cleans up your game nicely, too. Yeah, man. Talking about Joey Bulio got himself a 9-foot table at home. I knew he was working on his game because you can see he's working on his game. I mean, most people may not be able to tell, but for me as a streamer, like, I pay attention to how these guys play all the time, and I see where their improvements come along. But I've been noticing that his improvements are coming along quite a bit, so it makes sense. He's gotten a 9-foot table since November. A couple of months in on it already, you can see his game is cleaning up nicely. I like this option here that he's looking at just to follow through on the 11 ball. I mean, you couldn't take the 13 ball and just play off the cushions. But I think the way he was looking at the 13 ball, he just wanted to play it off one rail and back to the right. No, he's convinced himself that he doesn't have to do that extra work. Just going to pick a good spot here. Quick stun draw for the 8 ball. Can actually play through the cushion too. Oh wait, the 8 ball's on the left. So yeah, he's gonna have to settle for a bit of a shot here. Just to back out on the 8 ball available. Oh, I guess he hooked himself. I thought he had the 13 ball. Nice shot, man. And that's going to give him that little back cut that I was talking about. I thought he could see that 13 ball all day long, but I guess he could. I mean, he made the jump shot look easy, right? Three to 1. Race to 5. 2 away from winning the match. Switch up over here. Looks like Elise is going to strike first on this one. Huge break from Kevin Cardinal. He hit that really sweet. And the spread is pretty good. A little bit of work, but there usually is. I'd be happy with this break if I was him. Oh, I did it again. Oh my God. Hang on. There we go. When a player stands in front of the shot like that and they kind of observe for a little bit, what they're doing is they're trying to pick out their lines. They're looking at all the lines that they have available on the shot and trying to figure out which is the one that they want to work with. And just the able to make it a 3-2 score. Eight ball's good. Score is 3-2. He's down by 1. Do a switch up here. Elise McNabb at the table in their matchup, and that matchup is now currently at 1-0 for Elise. Not bad. She's got the shape on the 12 ball here and just has to find the shot for the 8 ball, which it does go to the corner. I don't know if it goes to the side, but she's looking at that right now. I'm not sure if it goes to the side or not. I mean, she played that as if she's trying to pot it to the side. So it must go. And if it doesn't, like, you're still okay with this angle. You're not going to scratch from this angle if you make that 8 ball to the corner. Oh, nice shot to the corner. Makes it a 1-1 match. Dryden Gage at the table, trying to get on the hill. He's almost there. I like the way he plays, man. He keeps it simple, smooth, good shot selection. Pattern play is really good. Checking his angles from shot to shot. Making quick work out of this one. Four to two, he's on the hill. Lisa McNabb to break here in a match that's tied at 1. Looks to me like the easiest starting point would be with a 2-ball, but she doesn't really have a lot of options when it comes to the solids. It's a lot of work to be done. But there really is no other starting point for her, so yeah, she's going to take the solids. I wouldn't mind playing a safety here, using the 4-ball, banking the cue ball off the bottom rail and then back to the left side cushion to tie it up behind the 5 and the 12. I think that's probably the better option. Because you're going to need a ball in hand in this rack anyway to be able to open up everything. So you might as well play the smart way. Try to get that ball in hand so you can clear up. I'm surprised she's going to take on this 5-ball. I don't think it's the right shot here. And maybe missing that shot was a blessing. All right, back to this table here. This one is Dryden Gage on the hill. Chance to close out the match now at the table, trying to work it out. I just realized that Dryden Gage is a lefty player. Now, I'm a left-handed player too, so I don't want to like toot my own horn in a sense, but I feel like left-handed players are very good pool players. They find a way to learn the game differently, and it's more complex because usually it's more methodical. But they have an understanding of how things break down, and that makes them better competitors, I think, when it comes to pool. I don't think being left-handed makes a difference in many other sports, but anything that has to do with hand-eye, I think, you know, if you're a left-handed player, then you're probably going to be a little bit more accurate. And I don't know if it's just a general thing of left-handed players, but I feel like most left-handed players are pretty smart, and they're able to learn and adapt to conditions a lot quicker. Don't break it more, man. Or three? I don't know yet. It turned on anyway, so I just gotta calibrate and see. These things usually can take a beating somewhat, you know, but like if a piece falls off, you know it's done. But if nothing falls off, there's a good chance it's still okay.
It's not a perfect drill, right?
That's right. But they kind of know like these things are gonna fall from time to time, so they build them like that. But at the same time, they don't build them strong enough where like it's gonna be guaranteed. Right? They want to make their money too. Right? So, No, he just knocked it over. That's all. I just gotta recalibrate. That's all. But I don't really need it, so it's okay. I mean, I still got both you guys on camera anyway. All right. Still here. Yeah. Score is 4-3. I had to check out one of my cameras that got knocked over, so. And I was gonna go over there. It's right beside these girls playing right now, so I was just about to go there and start calibrating and messing around with it, but I figured I don't want to interfere with their match. They're deep into the match now, and me sitting there messing around with a tripod and camera is just gonna throw them off. So for now, we're just gonna keep up these two cameras. I brought 4 cameras with me, so later on, the intention here for me anyways is to set up 2 teams for the TV table right in front of me, and then, or sorry, 2 tables for the teams in front of me, and then 2 tables behind as well. So I'm going to try to have 2 matches running, one at a time, of course, but when one match ends, then I can switch over to the other one easily. That was the plan of why I brought the 4 cameras. I actually have 6 cameras altogether, but I only use the 4. And every now and then I'll bring on the 5th one, but almost never use the 6th one. Well, I'm trying to learn some new technology, so ideally if I can set up everything the way I want to set up, I should be able to use all 6 cameras in the future. But we'll see how that works out. It's all based on how well I learn the technology. So DRYDEN with a chance to close out now. Oh, he's going to miss the shot. That's going to give Kevin a chance to tie out the match now. And he's got a really nice layout here, minus the 8 ball. Going to start off with that 7 to get it out of the way to clean up that pocket, or to open up that pocket. From there, he's got to make the 6. It's going to be an up and down setup, I believe. Or sorry, I guess it doesn't have to be, because he can make the 7 and set up for an angle on the 4 where he can set up for the 6 ball right after that 4. But the way he's starting off with the 7 ball angle that he's got, it's going to be tough for him to hold the shape unless he involves another rail, in which that 13 ball blocks him from doing that, and same with that 11 ball. Now, if you were trying just to drop below that 13 ball, it still wouldn't work. Unless you do like a back cut angle on the 4 where you're pushing the 6 ball down to the bottom rail a little bit, that might work out, because then you can just push that 6 ball gently forward while you're making that 4 ball, and then use that 6 ball to get up for the 3 ball. That would probably be the best way to finish here. So ideally, yeah, you want an angle like this. So even a bit more angle would have been better, because then you could have played cue ball off the right cushion and back to the middle. But this isn't bad. I think you can actually make the 6 ball on the bottom left corner without moving it. Oh, you can actually make the 6 ball to the bottom right, even better. And he's not happy about, being straight on the shot, but he can work with this. He can 4-stroke it a little bit. Yeah, there it is. And again, not getting the position that he wanted, but still a good angle to work with. Gotta watch which way you go here. If you run to 11 ball, you're gonna be in trouble. Oh, he just ran into it a little bit too. I'm telling you, man, like that was so dangerous, but you had to play perfection. And if one thing we're learning here throughout this weekend on the stream is the fact that most of the times when people are trying to play a perfect shot, they've been in trouble. My advice to you as a pool player is to try to look at the table in a plus and minus format. So plus meaning these are all the areas where you can make the shot from, and minus being all the areas where you cannot make the shot from. So the more you acknowledge where you can make the shots from, the better your shape's going to be, and the more you're going to finish tables. But when you're not paying attention to that, that's when you get into a lot of trouble. So perfection, the reason why it's a problem is because we leave ourselves in positions where there's only a small window for us to get the perfect shape. So in those situations, you're supposed to either move things around to open up the position, or you're supposed to play the shot in a different pocket if it's available in order for you to have an easier finish. So that just comes down to how the table is laid out. But basically, that's the format of how players think when they're at the table dealing with that situation. I believe that was the pocket he was trying to make it in, so that makes it 4-4. It was a bit of a will to make it happen, I guess. Let's take a look. He kind of willed that ball in there. It was a kick shot. No, it was a cross bank. Back to the girls' table right now. They're in a locked up matchup. 1-1, and Lisa McNabb at the table. Tried the bank shot, did not get what she was looking for, and she's left the shot on the 6 ball here for release. Now, she's got a little bit of clearance room here, too, to get around in between the 8 ball and the 13 to get back down for the 5. She can also play like a stun triangle and just get off the right side cushion all the way down. It's a big bounce here for the 5 ball. A little bit short on the shape, but still a makeable shot. Nice little shot, and a bump out the 13 is going to set up the shot to the side or the corner for her. Oh no, she's missed it. And she's left the finish here for Lisa to take the lead. Long shot on the 8 ball here to take the lead. Looks like Kevin Cardinal's back. They're tied at 4-4, so it's Hill right now in that matchup in a race to 5. Kevin Cardinal will be breaking for the match. It's the last break in that match. Lisa is gonna just miss the 8 ball. Cue ball's trying to go to the side pocket too, but it's gonna hang up. And well, Lisa will get a chance to get on the hill first. Oh no, sorry, they're going to 4, so it's 1-1 right now. She'll get a chance to take the lead. 2-1 for Elise. We'll switch over to the other table. This one's a hill battle. Makes the shot to the corner. Very limited on what he can do here, though. Everything is kind of tight. Oh, he's lost the cue ball a little bit there on that one. Ideally, he was trying to set up with a 13 ball, but I think he's gone too far. It's hard to tell from this angle, but like it looks like it kind of goes, but I'm not 100% on it. Yeah, he's aiming for it, so it's got to go. Yeah, he hit that perfect window there. He didn't look like he hit that perfect window, though. He wasn't happy with the position, but he's actually pretty good. And now he's got a really solid chance to close out here. Just a 9 and 12 ball left. Oh, and it bobbled a little bit, but it did go in. He's such a good player, man. And I mean, right from the beginning, it looked like he didn't really have much of a chance in this match. He looked like he was feeling a little rough. Things weren't really working out, but somehow, some way, he just kept trekking through, and then he found a way to win it. 5-4, hill. Nice battle, man. I'm going to give these guys a cheer, so that was a good battle. So now we're going to switch over to the main screen here, because there's going to be other matches, but it's not going to be for a while yet. All right, so this is the Ladies Showdown. We'll mark it up here for you guys. It's a championship match. I didn't realize that earlier I had said race to 35 for Kevin Kerner, but that was wrong. It's supposed to be R25, so I'm sorry about that. I'll apologize right now for it. This is a race to 3. Sorry, it's a race to 4. Now I gotta go to the CompuSport to see if this is the actual score. Blaine Herzak, how you doing? Hang on. I got a couple of comments here. I got to go back. I have been getting into the match, so I haven't really been checking out the comments, which is my fault. But I get like that when I get to watch good pool. I kind of get caught up in it. Blaine Herzak says, where is this being held? This is being held here in Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation, Manitoba. It's roughly about 2 hours and 40 minutes west of Winnipeg. Mark Axonis, how you doing? Says, good morning from Lake Spain. Welcome to the stream. Robert Federnado says, what's the Fargo, these good two guys? Sorry about that. So the championship match for the men's A division is getting started. What they decide to do is they're going to go one set race to 11. So that's a pretty big race. They're going to be going at it for a while. Let's see. Robert Fernandez said, what's the Fargos between these two guys? I'll look it up right away. I'll let you know. Tara Mel Thunderchild says, I think it's 2-0. Didn't she scratch? Yeah, so I got to look at that right now. Let's see. Because they're using CompuSport, it should all be updated there. But if they're not updating it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's 3-0 for Elise right now. She is on the hill. I apologize for that. I had it wrong. But that's because I was focused on the A division there. So that is the right score now. It is 3-0. And Lisa's got her back against the wall in a race to 4. And Lisa's got a chance here to close out this first set. Where Kerr says he basically has to make the 7 first. He needed more insight. What a shot. Lots of luck there. Carlos Malcolm, what's up, bro? Says, good day, Rod. How's it going, my friend? Hope all is well with you, buddy. Awesome work on the stream. I like the way you're doing it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that because I work hard on making sure that the stream production is always good, man. And I put my heart on my sleeve and I just do my best that I can. Blaine Herzak says, hey, Rod, I left the stream back now. Where is this tournament being held at? SVDN or Sioux Valley, Dakota Nation. Patrick Huntinghawk says, attaboy, Kevin. Blaine Herzak says, 45-minute drive from where I am right now. Yeah, it's pretty close, man. All right, so at least with a chance to be able to get this first game under our belt. April's sitting by the middle pocket, so all the solids are right there in that bottom left corner. Now, making this shot here is going to be crucial. Like, not just making the shot, but how she chooses to make the shot, which ball she chooses to make. Because the finish isn't quite there. It's almost there, but because of the angle, the distance, and how the other ball's set up below that 4 ball, or that 2 ball, sorry, it makes it a little bit tougher to get out here. Now, ideally, I'm thinking you probably want to make that 2-ball with some spin so you can bump into the 6-ball and bump that off the bottom rail slightly, pushing the cue ball to the right side. Then that will give you another shot to follow up with. But then, no guarantee you're going to be able to play position or a breaker on that 4-ball. And a 4-ball is kind of funny because it goes to the corner, but it's very, very, like, to the point. There's not a lot of room for you to be able to make that shot. You got to be almost perfect on it. And we already know what's happening with perfect so far in this tournament. Anytime anybody tries to play for perfect, they've been in trouble. Oh, it's not going to make it to the pocket. And I don't know, like, it looks to me like she could make the 2-ball, but if she can't, then she has the 4-ball available. It's obviously best if she can make the 2-ball, because then she can set up for the finish. And that was good to follow through for the 6-ball, because now she can make the 6, and she's going to have no choice but to break this 4-ball open, I think. I mean, she can definitely play above it. If she can find the perfect angle to make it, then she's good to go. But I feel like she's going to have to break this out. Let's see. Yeah, she did. Nice positional setup here for the 8-ball. That's going to be the first set. At least Cameron taking the first set on that one. We'll pause the clock while they reset for the next one. So now it should be a race to 3. Oh, and we switch it over because Lisa won the A side, so that's why I had her name on the left. But now Elise won, so she goes on the left. All right, so this is the second set now. And the championship match, rack number 1, Lisa McNabb to break, race to 3. And we still have the A-Division championship match going too. They're playing a race to 11, so it's a long race. So I'm going to probably end up doing a split screen soon, or a picture-in-picture screen soon. Hey, Lisa, what's the score? For you? So 1-0 for Lisa. And 2-1 on the A division. So we're going to split this up. We're going to do it like this. So the scoreboard now is for the women's. This is the second set championship match, and it's 1-0 for Lisa McNabb in a race to 3. The other one on the right side is an A division matchup, race to 11, one set, and it's now either 3-1 or 2-2. All right, I'm back again. Sorry about that. All right, so it's still 1-0. At least at the table right now. Joey working the table on the right side for the A division. That's a championship match also. Gonna lose the cue ball on that one. Down 2-0 now. On a regular, like a diamond or a predator table, that ball probably wouldn't have gone in. But on a valley table, that ball is going to go in almost every time. I gotta mute the mic. I gotta make a phone call here. Okay, so I believe Lisa won that game. Did you win the match? So the match was 3-0 for Lisa. And we're gonna set up this one here is a A Division Championship match between Kevin Cardinal and Joey Bolio. So we'll get that one going right now. Joey Bolio won the A side, so we'll go on the left. Joey, what's the score? 6-1 for you? 6-1. So 6-1 for Joey. And I raised to 11. So right now, yeah, and I don't have that issue with YouTube because YouTube, that's my own channel. It's the only one I ever stream on. So like when I stream on there, everybody just knows that's me. And nobody kicks me out. But on Facebook, I had to deal with this. I will. Hi, Vinny. I'm just seeing your comment or your message or. Yeah, they're great players, the Camerons. All of them are pretty good players. That's because of the efforts of the Papa, right? Errol's kind of got these guys playing pool, and he taught them a lot, and yeah, they're becoming great competitors for sure. All right, and we have I think it's a B division, either B-side final or championship match. I gotta take a look at this. B division updates. So this is a B-side final that's going on the other table. And it's Jim McKenzie against Derek Spotter. Winner of that is guaranteed second. Loser's going to walk out with third. Blaine Herzog says, just curious, how does one enter this tournament? So for you to enter, you would have to contact either DRYDEN Gage or Randell Wasakuna. Both those guys are the ones that organized this tournament this year. They're doing an amazing job, by the way. Everything's been good. There hasn't been any delays and no complaints that I've seen so far anyway. And the format is really good. The way they set up their format for the team event, I think is a different way of doing it than everybody else has done it so far. And I actually like the way they set that up. 7-1 for Joey. Race to 11. Kid's just running through racks, man. But his dad just told me that he bought him a 9-foot table, so that's probably the reason why. Blaine Herzog says, oh, she was doing so well. You know what that is because the first set, like, you're like just trying to come back to get a chance to get into that second set where you can finally play for the money. And so the first set, you're probably more focused. The second set, especially because you want it, you might start feeling a little bit more relaxed, while the opponent, who was the East Side winner, instead of them feeling relaxed, they're a little bit worked up because they lost the first set, and they know how important the second set is. So usually that player is going to step up their game on the second set, and it makes it a little bit harder. While the player that won the first set usually is, you know, a little bit too relaxed because they're feeling too confident at that moment. And then in a short race, like a race to 3, like anything can happen. So if you blink, suddenly it's 2-0 or 2-1. Now it's a difficult match to get back into. So that's kind of everything that happened there in that process of that matchup. So we're trying to open things up on that table, but it didn't work out. Race to 11. Oh, man. Yeah, so instead of doing the 2 sets, they're just doing the 1 set. Which is okay, I guess, as long as the organizers were okay with it. The players both agreed, so it was their idea, right? So nobody came to them and said, hey, you guys got to play a race to 11. They wanted to do 1 set only. And I don't know, maybe they're playing for it all. They could be playing for it all, first and second. Oh, he's going to miss the shot to the corner. He was almost out. You don't want to do that kind of stuff with Kevin, man, because once you give him a chance to get going, he's not going to shut down. He's going to keep going. And we seen that earlier with that match with DRYDEN Gage, where Kevin Cardinal had a rough start. Didn't look like it was going to really survive that match. And in the end, he ended up tying it up, took it to the hill, and he won that last rack, which moved him to this spot. So for those of you that are watching right now, my name is Rod Arriagada, and I have a Facebook page. That's Rod Arriagada, Q Sports Live, one word, then Manitoba. The next matches that are coming up for the day, including the beginning of the team event, is all going to be on my own personal page, okay? And pop it up here. So this is what you're looking for. The name is on the bottom, Rod Arriagada, Q Sports Live, one word, then Manitoba. And the picture on this is my profile picture when I went to Las Vegas for the ACS Nationals. So that's how you're going to know that you found the right account, just by the picture and, of course, by the name. But that's where you want to go if you want to keep watching the action on Facebook. If you're on YouTube right now and you're watching on my YouTube channel, you're good to go, because that's my only YouTube channel. I don't share that with the Q Sports Live guys. So therefore, that's an account where it never gets shut down. But on Facebook, these guys are streaming the Niagara Canadians right now, the championship matches of the Canadians. And so after this match, I'm gonna get off the stream to allow them to be able to stream those really good matches for you guys. But you know, if you guys want to still continue to support the Sioux Valley Dakota Nation 8-ball tournament and the work that I do, you can always just tune into my personal Facebook page for that, or my YouTube channel. Eight balls in, it's 8-1. He's just running through this match, man. This is my YouTube channel if you're looking me up. Rod Arriagada / CSL Manitoba, which stands for Q Sports Live Manitoba. If you're watching on YouTube for the first time today, you happen to come across because the algorithm threw my stream towards you, you can always support my work by liking the stream first and also by subscribing to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm at 15 or 1,600, I think. No, 1,500, I think. So I'm over 500 away. And just to let you guys know a little bit more about myself when it comes to my work, how my work is done is always how my work is done. So I'm always informative, extra tools to be able to help you understand more about what's going on the table. And I'm very passionate about pool. I love pool, man. I mean, there's so many things you can love in life, but when I fell in love with pool, it was forever. So when you watch me, I'm telling you, you're going to see the passion just ooze out. You can probably hear it in the commentary sometimes too. And if you're on YouTube or on Facebook and you have your own channel, your own page, something you're trying to get going as well, you want to grow it, you can message me directly on Facebook and tell me what the name of your group is, your page is, or your channel is on YouTube or Facebook. And I'll support it. I'll subscribe, I'll follow, I'll do all that stuff because I'm asking you guys to do the same thing to help me grow throughout my passion. So if there's something that I can support you in your passion, I would love to do that for you because I appreciate your support. Kevin's a pretty methodical player, but I don't know. I just like the way he plays, man. But one of the things that I admire about him, I was going to say, is that when he's down, he finds a way to always get into the match again by just being the way that he is, methodical and articulate on his decision making. It looks like he's trying to figure this one out here too. So he needs the proper angle from the 1 to get onto the 2, and the 2 is going to set him up for the 8 ball. So all that big work is coming up right now on these couple of shots. Looks like he's set up for a stun draw angle so he can draw back to the right side cushion. Watch out for that bounce though. And he would have liked to have drawn a little further down, but he's got a makeable shot. And he's going to take that shot and make it right away, but unfortunately for him, he's scratched on the shot, and Joey Boyle will get a ball in hand with a pretty open table. I felt like that was one of those racks, classic Kevin Cardinal rack, where he starts making a comeback in a match, but then he lost that 8 ball. Oh, sorry, he lost that cue ball, I mean. It's too easy for this kid now, man. He's not even trying, it looks like. But he is trying, but it looks like he's not, right? And it's a bit of an intimidating factor that players do on their opponents. 9-1. It's not a scare tactic, but it's supposed to put a little bit of fear into your opponent because, like, especially if you're playing a methodical player, they're kind of rattled by a player that shoots fast because they're not used to doing that, and they don't understand how players can do that. A fast-paced player, like the way they play, what makes them so good and interesting is not necessarily the speed, but to me, what makes them interesting is the mentality side of it, because they shoot so fast that they don't allow the mentality to be a part of their game, and it helps them become a little bit cleaner in their game. But we see things like with Joey Boyle, for example, who's just a growing player now, where when things aren't going right, it's easier for them to be emotionally attached to the game and to break down emotionally because of it, where a methodical player may not. So that's a difference in the fast-paced player versus a slow-paced player, or methodical and non-methodical. I mean, the fast-paced player is methodical too, but their processing speed is a little bit faster, is more reactive, right? They just know, like, if I have this shot, I can only play this shot so many different ways, and this is the best way. So if they just see all that real quick. A methodical player does that too, but they literally study and analyze every angle that they have available until they figure out for sure that that is the right shot that they should be taking, and then they'll approach it and shoot it. So that's a difference in the speed between them, right? Is mentality and the approach. He moved things around there, and he didn't want to do that. He's robbed himself on that 9-ball shot too. He was playing some really good, consistent pool yesterday, but today seems like he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. He's just not feeling it, or the table is just challenging him that much that's taking him out of the game, sort of. Because it's not like he's playing bad. He's just not getting the results. And he's running into little unforeseen situations like what happened here just now. And now he's kind of hoping for the best here by tying up that 2-ball. Oh, he's just lost a breakout ball there. He's going to have to do something huge here to get that 2-ball out. Either that, he's going to have to set up a ball to be able to set up for the breakout, which with 3 balls remaining other than the 2, those options are not there anymore. So yeah, he's got to take a big stab at it, and that was the shot right there he was trying. And see, so this is where, like, the fast-paced player will get into trouble, because here, like, he just figured he's going to hit that ball, so he shot it with some pace, but he ended up coming up short. A methodical player would have looked at this and said, you know what, if I hit it there, it's probably going to come up just short, so I'm going to do a little bit more of this, and then by that, it's going to adjust it, and now I should be able to get onto it. And then once they know for sure that's going to happen, they'll approach it. Jumps the 1 ball off the table. That's going to be a foul. The 1 ball will go down. And Kevin Cardinal catches a little bit of a breaker. He's got a 15 with an angle to set up for the breakout. He can also play a little bit of dirty pool here and just freeze him to the 13 ball as a safety, pushing that 2 ball away. And the way things have kind of been acting up on him, like he's not getting the rolls that he wants, you know, he might be a little wary on the breakout here. Yeah, like I said, man, the way things are working out for him, like, it's just one thing after the other, right? So here, like, he's supposed to get a nice breakout and a good opening opportunity, but instead, 13 ball rolled into a bad spot, took away the shot, and he's going to make a great shot on this 15. That was a recovery shot there. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Watch that cue ball, though. Watch that cue ball, though. Oh, man. When it rains, it pours, I tell you. Just whatever's going on, man, he's got to get that monkey off his back. Having a bit of bad luck so far. So that B Division B final is now being played here on the small screen. The scoreboard, it reflects the picture on the right. Try to bank on that 8 ball. He's going to miss it. 9-2. Opportunity knocks here for Kevin. Perhaps momentum's trying to creep in. Jim McKenzie with a nice shot there on table 1 or table on the left of the screen. He's got a bit of a challenging shot here on this 11 ball now to get out. He's going to make that bank. He's going to have a shot on the 2 ball as well. Everything's pretty open here. The one ball that kind of worries me a little bit would be the 6 ball. Can maybe play into that 6 ball here off the 2 rails, maybe 3. Get behind it. Good thing you had the 5 ball there. Just the 5 and 8 to get on the hill. I was not happy with that result because he was trying to set up for the side pocket. Now he's got a bit of a backcut or a billiard shot or a cannon shot on the 8. Overcuts it, misses the shot, turns the table over to Kevin, who's going to have a chance to get going here on the scoreboard again. It's a decent table, a little bit of work, which is good for him because he's trying to settle into his game and he needs a little bit of opportunity to get into his stroke. And having a table like this is going to help. And he got unlucky there. Like I'm telling you, man, he's just having bad luck right now. It's just monkey in his back. He's got to get it off. And you can see he kind of gets worked up about it, but he's a very experienced player, so he just knows how to just reset and just shoot the next ball. Like, let it bother you a little bit, but, you know, just get over it. Good for the combination here. It's not quite wire, but it does go. Big bounce off the rail will set him up for that 10 ball. Did not get the shot to the side, which would have been the easy way to get out. He's going to have to pot this to the corner instead. Not a bad thing, though, because it's going to complement the shape on the 12 ball. A little bit too much space, and now he's left a little funny here. Got to back cut this at the mercy of the table as far as where the cue ball ends. And he's going to play that beautifully. 9-3, he holds off his opponent 2 games in a row now. Trying to make a comeback here. And Joey's got to be careful, man, because he's the one that's still growing emotionally in the game, right? So Kevin's been there. He's battled so many times, gone through all these experiences. So, like, he knows what's happening here, and he knows how to deal with it best. But Joey, because he's still young, still learning, you know, his opponent coming back and tying up this match at 9 could rattle him really good. So he's got to do his best to shut down. And the other thing, too, is he's got to watch out for that anxiousness, because he's going to want to clean that table out to finish this match as best as he can. But the more mistakes he makes and the more that his opponent comes back, the harder it's going to be. I don't know. Whatever you guys have. Because for me, I have 9-3. When I came in, the score was 9-1, or sorry, it was 6-1. Yeah, so the score is 6-3. And Kevin's made a really nice break on this one, so a chance to keep going here in this battle. I'm gonna look up the B division here to figure out where they're at right now, because they're playing that match there on the right, on the left side. They probably haven't updated it. I got 1-0 for Derek Spotter right now, and somebody just won the last game. What's that?
Got your sandwich, my friend.
Oh, I'm okay right now.
No, go ahead later for later on, maybe.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So the whole setup here on this on the screen, how you guys are looking at this right now, was originally intended for the team event that's coming up at 4 o'clock today. But I like the way it's set up here because now we've been able to watch 2 matches at a time in a decent perspective. Like, it's not too small, it's not big, but it's just right. I mean, you look at this on the phone and it looks okay. You look at this on the TV and it looks really good. So I really like the way that I set this up. And I asked yesterday how people felt about it, if you guys enjoyed this or not. Nobody got back to me about whether or not they liked the setup. The organizers here complimented they liked the setup. And my wife says that, you know, I did a good job. But I think she just says that to me all the time just because, you know, she sees how hard I work on trying to create these graphics all the time. There you go, man. He's starting to light it up. 9-4. See, so now mentally, like, Joey's probably thinking to himself, like, I'm just going to break this and run this out, and I'll be on the hill, and that'll be that, right? And then I just got to wait for a chance to close out. But this is usually how players start losing the match, because now you're overpowering the break, you're losing the cue ball, you're scratching, you're jumping the white ball off the table, whatever the case. But then you start turning the table over, and then if you don't do any of that, you start trying to run the table and you get yourself into trouble time and time again because you're so eager about trying to get that finish. You got to be careful not to fall for that or to that. And this is basically like a learning experience for him, a growing experience for him, because he's still a young player, like I said. None of the shots that he was trying to set up for came across here, so he's not happy about it. And he's in a tough spot once again. There's no stripe available. So, and the way momentum kind of works is like momentum will leave your side for a little bit, but it will give you a chance to get back in the game. And when you get that chance to get back in the game, if you don't capitalize on it, if you don't close out on that rack, then the momentum's going to switch back to the opponent who's under in the score. And so that's what's happening here. You know, Kevin looked like he was completely out. It was about to be 10-1. And then suddenly he won that game. It's 9-2. And then he won the next one. It's 9-3. Now it's 9-4. He's won 3 in a row. Out of those 3, 2 of them were on his break. So his break is working for him now. You know that much. But he also needed a little bit of help from his opponent on his break, which he did get so far. And he's gotten it here again because Joey made a ball at the break, but he didn't have much to shoot at, so he went with the stripes. He eventually turned the table over, and now Kevin has a good opportunity to be able to get another rack under his belt. And in his mind, for Kevin, is just keep playing shot after shot, just keep trying to pick at the scoreboard until you get to a point where, like, now you know you have a chance to win, and then embrace it. That's the experience, right? Like, that's all the years of him playing, understanding that there's a process that happens at the table all the time. And he's just, if you understand the process properly and you replicate the way you're supposed to, then you're going to be okay. But understanding all that is hard because, like I said, if you don't play enough battles, if you don't play enough tournaments in your life, you're never really going to get that understanding. So the disadvantage there would be for like players that play league and only league that never play tournaments, because for them they get that feeling, but they only get it once a year in the playoffs and that's it, you know. And then the rest of the year you don't see it. Well, he's not happy about the short on position on the 2-ball, but he still has a shot. He can still make this without scratching. You just got to be careful. You don't need to be perfect either. You don't need to go all the way to the left cushion and come up a little bit short of it. I like that he pushed through, see, so that gives him a little bit short of it, but you make the shot now. And your tangent line is good for the cue ball. Uh-oh, it was supposed to be good, but it didn't. Oh, man. You're supposed to play that just straight tops and it goes straight down, but he put a little bit of left-hand spin to make the shot, and it's going to go scratch. Huge break for Joey, man. 10-4, he's on the hill. That was going to be the beginning of the comeback there, man. If he won another game, that would have been 4 games in a row that he won. Now, at that point, the player is waking up, right? At that point, the player has all this confidence, he's playing really good, and he feels like he has a chance to get back in it. So if he won that game, that was the turning point of the match for him to be able to come through and win it. Right now, it just feels like no matter what he does, Joey's going to close out. And I'm going to say 11-6 final score. That's the feeling that I got right now. 11-6 is the final score. I'm usually pretty accurate about this stuff, so we'll see if I am right now. Yeah, he's feeling a little bit frustrated right now because everything's just out of position slightly. But he's a good player, and he can figure this out. I know he can. I've watched this guy play a few times so far, and anytime he's come out to compete, he's always been a great competitor, so I don't expect anything less than that. Oh, and there, the cue ball was not supposed to go to the left. It was supposed to go to the right, so he got into a bad spot. I don't know if he can squeeze this 15 ball to the bottom left corner, but that's probably about the only option he really had. Oh, you can see that one to the corner. I didn't think you could see enough of the ball to make it, but he could have. I mean, he missed that just barely, so there was enough room, or maybe there wasn't, and that was the best that he could have hit that ball. It looked like he didn't have a lot of options there to be able to make a shot in the first place, but he came pretty close. Oh, and now Joey with a golden chance to close out. I still think it's going to be 11-6, but we'll see. Oh, and what a nice breakout that was. Worked out perfectly, got the 2-ball out. But then the 9-ball goes and ties up to 6. Positive angle, though, because if you make this 2, you can open up that 6. And now the 6 moves over to the 7. So, yeah, the pool gods are at work here. They're trying to give Kevin Cardinal a good chance to come back in this match. It's up to Joey to make that happen or not, though. He's got to make the shots or miss the shots. And he's just missed one. Kevin Cardinal with a chance again. See, and now this is the part where, like, the maturity of a player comes into play for Joey. Because you can start breaking down here just because you missed the shot. Or you can just shake it off and wait for the next chance and then just reset and finish it. But if it's getting to him already, if he's getting frustrated from things not going his way, then the mental breakdown is in effect right now. It's in a not full process, but it's starting to begin the process. I said that backwards. Beginning to start the process. That's what I meant to say. I was just thinking, what the hell did I just say? Ooh. I'm telling you, I'm in the mood today. I'm tired, though, man. My little guy called me a couple times last night. I think he was missing his papa, man. And I answered the phone because it rang, and I was like, what? Like, who's calling me this late? You know, and whatever. I answer, and I hear this little voice, Papa, Papa. And I was like, hi, son. I said, are you okay? He's like, yeah. And he's saying, Mom, sleep. I said, okay, well, you go to sleep, too, because I got to go to sleep, man. And he just kept trying to talk to me, so I talked to him for a few minutes, and I went back to sleep. And sure enough, he called me again. He was really missing his papa, man. 10-5. It's not Dolly Parton, but it looks good on the scoreboard. My prediction might be on the spot. This next rack is either the final rack or the second last rack. If my score prediction is right, 11-6, this would be the second last game of this match. I'm like a pool guru, but without a license. I only have a license to shoot, and that's it. Loretta Mercury says it's definitely intimidating. I'm telling you, it really is, man. Fast-paced players, they just intimidate players all the time. But you can throw them off their game easily just by slowing it down when it's your turn to play on the table. And the more you make them wait, the more impatient they get, some of them. The experienced ones don't, because they just know, like, people do that to them all the time. So they'll just wait for their turn and then they just play fast-paced again and just take over. It's almost like a mental battle physically, right? Because you're trying to affect the opponent mentally while you're physically trying to do something on the table to make that happen. Quentin Mosher says he improved quite a bit since I seen him play in late November 2024, Northern Lights Casino in Minnesota. He was still in the A division back then. Got to be a master player by now, eh? Yeah, he's playing that good, man, for sure. Sloppy pool today, says Mark DeVore. You're going to see a lot more of that, man, I'm telling you. It's a bar box thing. You wouldn't know it unless you play on it. Made the shot. He's got it out here now. It's just one ball that's out of position technically, but if he plays the right pace here on this shape for the 11 ball, then he should be out still. And he ran into that 11 ball perfectly. He wasn't, I don't think he was trying to do that, but it worked out perfectly. Now he can set up whatever angle he wants here. Looks like the 8 ball will squeeze by the 4 into the side, and it needs to be perfect. So if he can get there, this match is over. But this is the area of concern where he can maybe falter and turn the table over a little bit right now. Not this shot, but the one leading up to the 8 ball. A little bit of extra angle. Looks like he decided he's going to make this 8 ball in the same corner. I like that decision. He should be good to get out now. Watch that pace, watch that pace, watch that pace. Oh, man, just enough to make the 8 ball. That's going to go in for sure. That's the match, man. 11-5. We avoided the Dolly Parton, and I thought it was going to be 11-6, but it was 11-5. I was off by 1. I had faith that it was going to keep going for Kevin Cardinal, but unfortunately the pool gods had a different thought. And so the B final is still going. I'm going to stop the stream to let the guys stream the Canadians out there, and then I'll be back with just the one table set up, and then I think that takes us to the championship match, and after that we're done until the teams. So we're kind of on schedule. We're maybe about an hour ahead right now. Yeah, so I'll be back with another stream shortly. Let's go to the main screen here. Got Happy playing on that one. He's just shooting around. Back here, this is that B final match. And I just wanted to pop this up real quick because I wanted to give a shout out to my friends Mike and Dennis and their new business. Excuse me. They're looking for clientele. They're fresh into this venture, and they're trying to help you save money in the long run. So check out this commercial, this ad for them, and give them a shout. Let her know you've seen the stream on CUESPORTS Live Manitoba, and that you know, you're calling them because you believe in their product. Check it out.
Roof shingles don't last as long as they should. After 10 to 15 years, they start to lose their flexibility and need to be replaced. That's expensive.
Thanks to Roof Rejuvenate, you can extend your roof life expectancy up to 15 years.
For a fraction of the cost, join the thousands of homeowners that made the right decision.
Save money, save your roof. Call Roof Rejuvenate today.
All right, and that was them. We're going to get out quickly. Let's check out the last highlight. Oh, no, this is the highlight. This is the highlight. I went to the wrong one. Nice little cut here from Kevin. And a tough shot back against the wall, but he made it. Great shot. All pocket. And the pool wisdom, the more you sweat in practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. What that means is the harder you practice on the table, the easier it's going to get when you compete. But you have to work on specifics. You can't just go up there and rack balls and start breaking and running tables. I mean, it might feel good to do it, but you're really not learning anything neither, or you're not advancing your skills either, I should say. That's what I was trying to get at. The only way to become a great pool player is to figure out what you're bad at and work more on that. And then whatever you're good at, you just maintain that. You know, once a week, couple times a week, work on that to make sure that the skills are still sharp. And then before you know, you're going to start seeing the results you're looking for. And then it's all mental battle after that, man. Which, you know, you got to learn on your own, I guess. But unless you watch my streams, if you watch my streams, I'll teach you a lot about mentality. I really do. All right, so we will be back on another stream shortly. It's going to be like right away in a few minutes, and I'll be on my own personal Facebook page, which I'm going to go back to this again.
Roof shingles don't last as long as they should.
Make sure you guys know how to find me.
After 10 to 15 years, they start to lose their flexibility and
money,
need to be
Just kidding. Just kidding. Where am I? Jesus. Find yourself, boy. All right, so here I am. Rod Arriagada, CUESPORTS Live on Word Manitoba, and that's my profile picture. So that's what you look for on Facebook if you want to watch the rest of this B-side final match, or if you want to watch the team event, which is going to happen throughout the day. Tomorrow, everything will be streamed on CUESPORTS Live as regular, but today it's going to be on my own personal page. And if you want to find me on YouTube, you can find me in the Rod Arriagada /CSL Manitoba. CSL standing for CUESPORTS Live. All right, don't forget to subscribe, baby. We need the support. By we, I mean me. All right, let's get out of here, man. We'll be back on another stream shortly. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing. I usually do the outro here. Well, I'm going to take a glance, but I'm just going to try to get off here. Sloppy pool today. Tim, got to see what he says here. Timothy Bone says, what's the score on the next table? I don't know, but we're going to have all that right away. So tune back in a few minutes, and you're going to see the score and all that, too. All right? We're out of here, baby. See you guys soon. Like a couple of minutes. Cheers.